youngsters, 2-year-olds, many of them making their debut in the 4-horse Condo Prince in here. This is a horse that was a half to Condo Commando in the 2014 Spinaway. This was Tom Durkin's one of his final calls here in this great splash-tastic call in the slop. This horse would win by 13 1/4 lengths.
And she was sensational, particularly in the slop. She just ran over the top of it. The brother ran well first time. Doesn't possess the sister's speed, though, so he'll be coming from off the pace most likely.
6-1 on Condo Prince. It was a half to Condo Commando. The favorite, though, right now is the 9, 747. With more on the start of this Pick 6 coming up, let's check in with the rest of our team. Andy Serling and trainer Tom Amos.
Now, one of the many great things about Saratoga, besides seeing stars like Songbird, which is the greatest thing about Saratoga, are the 2-year-olds, the future.
Oh, yeah.
And this race is a very interesting mix of horses that have run, as we talked about with Condo Prince, but also hot first-time starters. There's nothing like a super live one, and there's one in this race in the 9, 747.
Well, the money's shown for 747. You look at the series of works for this debut, and you're seeing a horse that's going to be very, very quick out of the gate, working 3/8 on multiple times in 33 seconds is super, super fast. So certainly early, this horse is going to be quick.
And when you say the trainer, Ingrid Mason, really means business when she brought this horse to Saratoga, this is this horse's workout at the 2-year-old sale, actually. But this horse was brought to Saratoga in early August and given a couple of works on this main track.
Look, I've had that phone call where you've got a nice 2-year-old, you're back home in Kentucky, or in Ingrid's case, back home in Arlington Park, and the owner says, I really want to run at Saratoga. And the next thing you know, you're taking a van up there to make your debut.
Yeah, no, so there's a lot going on here, and I know Maggie's out in the paddock with all these firsters and horses with one race under their belt. A lot to say in this race, a lot to hear from Maggie.
That's right, Andy. And the first-time starters, all the talk here in the paddock, as you guys were just mentioning, that is 747, obviously named after his hit number there at the OBS Open Sales in June. Now, what I saw from this guy is that he didn't take much urging to go the 10-1 that he did. It covered the ground okay. I wasn't in love with it. I've actually seen better works. In fact, I'll get to the horse next that I preferred his sale workout, but apparently working very nicely at Arlington, and the works here at Saratoga have been good as well. What I see is a horse who is actually very mature looking and acting here in the paddock, comes in here extremely fit as well. Now, I'm wondering how fast he'll be, because as a physical, he actually doesn't look like a horse that would be that quick, because he is more long and scopy in his frame, and he's actually very quiet here. So we'll see what we get if the money is